I don't know where her mother is. I don't know anything other than that she was forced to live in a home where she was not protected or given the adequate attention and love.
What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. I do want to voice my opinion on the Nazaria Harrison case. After watching this case unfold, the trial, it pissed me off. I'm just going to be real and honest about this situation. I don't like when grown-ass men prey and touch and groom on little girls. I don't care. I don't care if the court deem them innocent. I still see them as a pedo. I always want to stand with the victim. And this situation right here is a lesson to be learned. Little girls need to open their mouth the first day that a man is touching on them. This situation could have been prevented if Nazaria would have opened her mouth. But I can't blame this child. I cannot blame this baby at all, because you're dealing with a child who didn't have love, no affection, no attention. She didn't have a mom. She didn't have a dad. This man, Jarvis, who was in her life due to her auntie bringing him around, he witnessed all that. He knew how to work his way in with that little girl. He groomed her. So whatever he did to this baby, he made her feel good, and he made it seem like it was right? That's manipulation. He manipulated her to thinking that what he was doing was okay. He said the magic words, "I love you." He made her feel a way that nobody never made her feel. So she fell for it. She's 11. What can a fucking 11-year-old possibly do for you? That's it. Like, what can she really do? So Jarvis manipulated and groomed this little girl into forming a relationship with her, a secret relationship that she ain't tell nobody because she trusted him. She developed the Stockholm syndromes. So when the messages was released into the courtrooms, a lot of people reacted to that and started to call her grown. But y'all gotta realize what y'all dealing with. You dealing with a child who was groomed to do those things. That is learned behavior. He taught her how to please him. So when she was saying those type of things in the text messages, I'm like, look at this shit here. He groomed that baby into thinking that she was a grown-ass woman. But in reality, she's still a child. But he ain't look at her as no child. He did grown women shit to her like he'll do to any other grown-ass woman. So in her mind, she felt like she was grown. And that's why she was talking that way. But at the end of the day, y'all gotta realize, manipulation is a hell of a drug. He manipulated, groomed, and taught her how to do those things. So how can anybody on this internet blame this child for being a victim? I see a lot of people saying, oh, well, she should have opened her mouth and told. Ain't the little cousin told him no? Why she ain't tell him no? We can't answer that because Nazaria can't even talk for herself. Now, with the little cousin, if you knew that this man came to you and asked for you to do things to him, why you ain't say nothing, little girl? People want to question Nazaria. This little girl ain't say nothing till after Nazaria disappeared and was unalive. She ain't say nothing from the beginning, because if she did, this man would have been in jail, right? Now, as I was watching the court hearing, the judge did say something that I do want to talk about. She told him, I thought you had a mind of a child because you can't stay away from kids.
I have been trying to figure out for the last 5 days, you. At one point, I thought you were cognitively impaired in the beginning of this exam. And then maybe you had the brain of a 10-year-old, and that's why you were doing such things. But as
again, we already talked about this. CJ so cool. He loves to hang around kids. He loves to be in kids' faces all the time. That's a red flag. If you go back to the court hearing where the judge told this man, I thought you had a mind of a child, because the only reason why she say that, because of the Peter Pan syndrome, where most men don't surpass a certain age and they got a mind of a child. They think like kids, like Michael Jackson. He had the Peter Pan syndrome. That's how he got in legal trouble, being around a bunch of little kids. CJ so cool, the same damn way. And y'all want to think Jalea Line, all pedos got the same type of behavior pattern. They cannot stay away from fucking kids.
And making babies to groom them and having them in your presence, cleaning up, quote, cleaning up your shop. And the little girls around you has landed you here today. You groomed Desire. You played mind games with her. We all heard that. You controlled her emotionally. She was exposed to so much at such a young age. The text messages between you two were disgusting to hear. And to think that she had you saved in her phone as bae for life. Desire deserves so much more. And while I mentioned other people that failed her, Jarvis Butts, you are the monster in this whole picture. She did deserve love from her parents and everyone who was in her life. She was ignored, she was neglected, and you took complete advantage of that. She wanted someone to love her, and she will never know what that feels like.